Hey there guys, this is Dan, the Next Gen Pastor of Gateway Bible Church. I want to take you on one of my secret hikes. If you've been around this area at all, you probably know where I'm going. And if not, just kind of look carefully to the surroundings and see if you can figure it out. Woo, almost there. Don't you just kind of feel like you're in Hawaii? We live in one of the greatest places I've ever been. Ooh, I love Santa Cruz. Take a little detour. We're gonna go up this way. Whoa, watch out. Oh, here we are, everybody. Oh, look at this gorgeous, beautiful place that we live. So, have you been able to figure out exactly where it is that I'm at? I mean, I think you guys have probably had Pixie Deli over here. You've gone to the beaches over here a ton of times. But have you hung out in my little hideout right there? That's where I'm headed right now. Dude, my last video, I said sometimes I major in the mistakes, and I make a lot of them. I got a resume. And I can be a knucklehead, dude. I know that. And if you know me well enough, you know that's to be true. I can remember my mom and dad, we tell this to all of our kids when they're growing up, don't talk to strangers. And I can remember I was 6 years old, and my younger brother, Peter, he was like 3.5, and he was on his big wheel. And so we were riding like around the beach house, and I saw this guy riding his bike past our house. And so I asked him, hey, what's your name? And I can't remember what he said his name was, but let's just say his name was John. And so then I'm like, Pete, let's go. And so we began to follow John, this guy that we've never met. And we followed him for a little ways, and I know he noticed us because I remember him like looking back and was like, what is going on? He's got 2 little kids following him right now, right? And after about 10 or 15 minutes of following him, he ditched us. And to say the least, I got lost. Me and my little brother Peter, 3.5, right? 6 years old, I'm 6. We didn't know how to get home. And I know also my mom and my dad and my grandparents, when they realized that we weren't in front of the house anymore, dude, they all panicked. Of course they would, right? We're little kids. And they jumped in their cars and they went one way, another way. They just did a divide and conquer. And they found me and my brother like way, way, way down the beach. Way too far for a 6-year-old and a 3.5-year-old to be riding their bikes. And I can remember, man, being lost at a young age. And you know what? I've lost my own kids. I've lost them at Disneyland. I've lost them at my mom and dad's house. We were going for a walk. They just kept on walking. And there's just something about being lost. And when you're lost, the one thing you want more than anything else is to be found. And it reminds me of another one of my favorite verses. It's found in Jeremiah 29. And it says this, when you seek me, you will find me when you seek with all your heart. I will be found, declares the Lord. And can you remember when you first gave your life to the Lord? When you were like lost? Like you yourself were lost, right? And when you gave your life to the Lord and in that moment that you were found by Him and embraced by His love and forgiven of your sins, do you remember how radical of a day that was? Man, it was one of the most powerful moments in my life. I remember it so clearly. It was December 31st. It was New Year's Eve. I was 17 years old. And I gave my life to the Lord. And about 2 or 3 months later, I was on a mission trip to Mexico. And it was probably the first time I surrendered my will and my life, so to speak, to the Lord. I believed in Jesus, but a few months later, man, I fell in love with Him. And man, to be found by God is one of the most amazing things. So I just want to challenge you to share your story today with somebody about how great it was when you found Jesus, when you gave your life to Him, and what that meant. So hey, have a great day today, and I'm looking forward to hearing your story as well.